The Golden Law Part 2. So medical marijuana hurts more than half the population, and you cannot take away the freedoms and the liberties of those for which it helps. People with Parkinson's, Michael J. Fox has been alive for 30 plus years, I believe, with Parkinson's thanks to medical marijuana. People with epilepsy are helped by it. My uncle, who died of esophageal cancer a couple years ago, his end of his life was more peaceful thanks to medical marijuana in Michigan. Now let's go to worst of the worst drugs that people think. Heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine. Methamphetamine, guess what? Impacts different people different ways. It's a medication, again from Wikipedia, first paragraph. It's a medication for the treatment of ADHD. It also helps with weight control and narcolepsy and can be used recreationally with no problem. Just because you use it doesn't mean that you're addicted to it. I used Adderall a couple of years ago. My boyfriend at the time found some pills and I took one. I was cleaning up and organizing and picking up the room, and I never do that. I go, what is this stuff? It's Adderall, and Adderall is used for the treatment of ADHD. What is ADHD? Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. I definitely have that. My leg's always bouncing. My mind is always racing through ideas. Haven't been diagnosed, but I'm highly likely to have it, according to some physician that I talked with this past year. And it also helps. It can be used for weight control because you lose your appetite, and it can be used for narcolepsy because, like the Germans, they kept the guys awake that you stay awake. And recreationally, no problem. I haven't had an issue with it. I said when I started, as long as it doesn't impact my work and my family and friends don't find out, I'm good to go. I tell the truth. I'm a whole truth teller too often, and I just let them know about it instead of them finding out. So let's go with methamphetamine then. Worst of the worst drugs. North side, south side, black, white, rich, poor, all believe it's a terrible, awful thing. While gay men have, not all gay men, of course, a lot have used this with the party and playing thing. But even though it hurts everybody, the people with ADHD, people with narcolepsy and weight control are helped. You can't take away the freedoms and the liberties of those for which it helps. Adderall cleaned up, picked up, organized my room. Methamphetamine came up with 10 golden decrees, where I can explain how there never has to be a fight, argument, or war ever again. No lying. A simple way to be able to move mountains. A golden antidote with 10 words can solve practically everything in and of itself. The golden power that you'll hear about if you've been going in order. Not really the same thing, is it? Cleaning up the room versus all of that. Heaven on earth, because there's no more wars. Yeah. Methamphetamine, or Adderall, helped me clean up, organize, pick up my room. Methamphetamine solved all the world's problems. Let's see. Which one should be legal right now? Which one should I have a prescription for and must take it every day? Everyone's different. Treat them as such. Otherwise,